Welcome back, my pre-algebra students. We're in lesson 66. We're going to talk about some more proportions, only we're going to do them in word problems. They're called ratio word problems. And what happens is they give us our ratio to start with. Unlike similar triangles where we have to figure out what it is, they're giving it to us. The thing to remember when you have ratio word problems is that it gives it to you in the same order. So the numbers correspond to the titles or the description of the things that are being compared. So in this problem, this is 66.1. It tells us the ratio of the number of parrots to the number of macaws. So we have parrots to macaws. It's going to give it to you in the same order. Parrots to macaws was 5 to 7. So 5 is going to be your parrot and 7 is going to be your macaw. So 5 to 7. Okay? Number of parrots, number of macaws. How many macaws were there when there were 750 parrots? So we don't know how many macaws. That's what we're looking for. So if we have, let me erase this little equal sign. 750 parrots. We put it on the same line as our ratio for parrots, and that was 5. So we put 750 parrots, and we put X for the number of macaws, because we don't know how many macaws. That's what we're asking right here. How many macaws when there were 750 parrots? 750 parrots, we don't know how many macaws. Cross multiply. 5 times x, that's 5x. And I cannot do 7 times 750 in my head, so I'm going to use a calculator. 7 times 750 is 5,250. Whoa. So 5,250. Divide both sides by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1x, and that equals, I can't do that in my head either. So I'm going to take 5,250 and divide it by 5. 1,050. So 1,050 is the number of macaws we had when there were 750 parents. Okay? Remember, it's all about keeping the numbers that correspond on the same side. So the parrot information was in the numerator, and the macaw information was in the denominator. Okay? And that is the key. All right, let's move on to a different problem. All right, I've got 66.2 on the board. The ratio of the number of wigglers to the number of squirmers was 13 to 2. Right? Remember, it's always going to be in the same order. So wrigglers was first and then squirmers. So with the when it tells you the numbers, 13 was first, so that's wigglers, and squirmers was number 2. Okay? When 26 students had the wiggles, or wriggles, or whatever you want to call it, we'll put 26 across with the W's. That stands for the wigglers. How many were squirming? We don't know. So we put the X on the line with the squirmers. Now we cross multiply. 13 times X is equal to 2 times 26. That's going to be 52. We divide both sides by 13. 13 divided by 13 is 1x. And this 52 divided by 13 is going to be 4. I think 4 times 3 is 12. Carry 1. 4 plus, 52. So x is 4. So when there were 26 wigglers, there were 4 squirmers. And if you look at this, 13 times 2 is 26. And 2 times 2 is 4. So the scale factor, I mentioned that before, is 2. Everything is multiplied by 2. So that means These are proportions. That is another way that you can check your work when you have a proportion. Once you find the answer, you can fill it in. And if you can reduce this fraction to equal this fraction, you know you've got the right answer. Okay? If we divide this by 2, we get 13. If we divide this by 2, we get 2. Proportions are supposed to be just reduced or enlarged versions of the same fraction. So if you can do that, you have solved it correctly. It's a way to check. Keep that in the back pocket so that you don't have to wonder. You can just look at it and say, yep, I got that right. Guess what? That is the end of lesson 66. How easy was that? Not even 6 minutes. I will see you guys in lesson 67.